Hi Scorpio, be honest. Why do you feel right now that something in your life has to change? The cards show that this feeling didn't come out of nowhere. Let's take a look at what's happening in your space, what the higher powers want to warn you about, and what you might need to be ready for. Right now, you're going through a deep revaluation of your life. Maybe you've invested too much time, energy, and hope into waiting for a miracle. Love, happiness, change, the life you thought was just around the corner. But time passed, and with it came the realization that you can't keep waiting any longer. But why does it keep feeling like life is on pause? The cards already have an answer. This transformation isn't random. The cards show someone with a strong core, deep wisdom, and a vast reserve of inner resources. You know how to create stability, keep your life grounded, care for those close to you, and find a way out even in the hardest situations. But there's something you hardly ever talk about. The cards show what you've been hiding even from yourself. Pain and disappointment still live inside you. Maybe that's why trusting people has become harder, and letting anyone too close doesn't feel as easy anymore. And yet, deep down, you remain a very light, kind, and sincere person. And here is the most important part. The cards show that right now, information is being kept from you. Something that could completely shift how you see this whole situation. Now let's see what exactly is hidden from you right now. Scorpio, have you ever felt like someone or something has been deliberately delaying the fulfillment of your desires? Why does everything seem to move slower than it should right now? The cards show that the reason isn't what you think. Yes, the most important thing is still hidden from you. All the obstacles, the delays, the complications, even the sense of being frozen in relationships, none of it was random. But why did you have to go through all of this? If it feels like your garden has stopped blooming, and only dry grass remains, the cards say this isn't reality. It's a perception shaped by old fears and disappointments. And here the very important truth is trying to relieve the expectations, illusions, and imposed ideas of what happiness should look like. You've been looking for it in the wrong places for too long. The cards remind you, no one can make you happy until you give yourself permission to live free from the fear of judgment, guilt, and regret over what never happened. But there's something else you haven't even realized. You don't see yourself the way others see you. Among them are people watching your every move. Some genuinely admire you, others are just waiting for you to stumble. And do you know why? Because your inner strength and your achievements sure envy them, even if they'd never say it out loud. And now the real question is, what's about to shift in your life in the very near future? Let's see what the cards reveal. Imagine that right now, someone is waiting for you to give up. But the most interesting part is they've seriously underestimated you. Why? Because your strength stopped depending on others' opinions or circumstances a long time ago. Have you ever noticed that the closer you get to your goals, the stronger the resistance feels? That's not a coincidence. But now things are starting to shift. You already have all the keys you need to close the door on anyone who wishes you harm. And this isn't about fighting or revenge. The real victory is to stop giving these people your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy, because that's exactly what they're waiting for. But here's what's most surprising. As soon as you stop looking back and shift your focus to your own life, their influence will begin to fade on its own. It's as if the higher powers are clearing the path ahead of you. A completely new chapter is opening up. Love, romance, sincere confessions, warm encounters, travel, or meeting someone who makes you feel calm and safe. You may not even realize how much your energy has shifted. People feel your inner strength, your authenticity, and a certain light about. That's why some are drawn to you, while others can't hide their envy. And here the cards show a beautiful symbol. Everything that has been standing in the way of your happiness is slowly fading. After a long winter, your garden is beginning to bloom again. Now let's see what advice the universe has prepared just for you. The universe is warning you. Not everyone around you is open and sincere. Pay special attention to those connected to work, partnerships, or shared projects. But you have enough wisdom to recognize hidden motives early on and to stop any dishonesty before it takes root. Trust your intuition. It rarely steers you wrong. If this message resonated with you, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss future guidance.